Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. So in this video, we're gonna go over some malfunction clearing and some things like that that could happen to you while you're at the range. I haven't got to shoot a lot of pistol recently, and that's too bad because I really enjoy shooting pistol, especially these guns here, like that we made, and then this new Kiger here has really been fun to play with the optic and all that. I really enjoy shooting pistol. I made a goal a couple of years ago that I wanted to get really good with a pistol, and I felt like I achieved that, but it's been a couple of years and it's definitely a skill that you lose. So hey, go to the range if you haven't been to the range recently. I do want to note that I do have live ammo here on the workbench. We're gonna keep that away. There's no magazines here, and all of these guns have been cleared. And again, there's no magazines, so there's no way for us to get around in the chamber. I got myself into a situation, this happened with each three of these guns. Some of the ammo, I believe, was out of spec that we were using, and I was getting into a spot to where I was kind of like half chambered, where it was just kind of like this, and maybe I can roll in a little clip of what that looks like. It was definitely jammed and it wouldn't rack in order to clear the round. And you'll see me in a couple of those if you go back and watch those shorts. I definitely give a tap on a rack, but the rack won't clear the jam. So a little trick that I learned is to hold the slide as best as you can, keep yourself clear of it, and then forcefully jam your hand into the back of the gun here. And that should give it enough pop that it's always worked for me, enough of a pop if you're in a situation where you've kind of bricked your slide. Just a little stroke from the back will get you clear. I'll try to leave it tagged here, but the 500 round burn down that we did on this, the gun held up well, by the way. It's still functional. I'm still using it. It's here to show you. That video got like 200 views, and I spent a lot of money on that ammo for that video not to do very well. By the way, over at Anderson, code EagleRun23 will make you very happy. So let's jump into the ammo, and then we'll talk about these guns as we move forward. So this is a case gauge, and this is not necessary for the average shooter to have. I only have this because I'm a reloader, and when I finish making my 9mm rounds, I run a sample sizing through this to make sure that I am within spec, right? So I have for us here to look at a couple of items that are out of spec. So here's one that doesn't go all the way down in, and it's possible that that round would not chamber. This one right here, I was in the wrong spot. Yeah, right there. So these right here, they do chamber and they do fall free, which is perfectly fine. You want them to fall in and fall out. Now, some of them are a little stickier than others. Here is a steel case round that goes in and out with no problem. In and out with no problem. So you could use this. They're not expensive if you want to get one, but let me show you something better. This is the actual barrel to your actual, so this will be able to check your ammo to what you're actually going to use it in. Now, these two guns have the same barrel, allegedly. Every barrel is technically a little bit different, but we could probably assume these are the same, and we can check that if we need to. And then the Kiger runs a different manufacturer's barrel. By the way, this barrel, it comes with the Wraith slide here from 80% Arms. Probably the most accurate pistol barrel. I didn't realize how much of a difference it would make. This is not sold as a match barrel or an accuracy barrel. This is just the standard barrel, crazy accurate. Okay, so let's plunk a few of these and see what happens. Get that guy to fall in there. Seems like that would be just fine. Also falls right in. I'll note that those are a little sticky. Let's compare that to, see, that one really falls in. And then the one that is proud is proud. We see that replicated from there to here. it does not check the case gauge, and it does not properly fall into the barrel. Something to be aware of if you're shooting some ammo and you find that there's something just a little bit off on the way that it is feeding or chambering, this could be a check here as well. You can always go through and tune some things, which we can talk about in another video. Check your ammo and see. While I have you here, you guys want to see what the Kiger does? Let's get the Kiger one out. This one here does have quite a bit of wear on it. Most of that came from that 500 round burn down that we did of this thing. It definitely caused some wear to the barrel, but doesn't bother me in the slightest. In fact, this gun is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorites. I didn't know how much I would enjoy having a factory gun. Looks like that one was sticky just like it was in the Glock. That one falls in just like the Glock. That one falls in just like the Glock. So it looks like the Kiger and the Glock are quite similar. If you're in need of a 100% gun, check them out over at Anderson and use that Eagle Run 23 code to make yourself a little bit happier. And we've got the Gideon on there. Even if you're not going to do, even if you want to do an 80, look at what the Kiger looks like on the 80. This is a great slide just in and of itself. Just get the slide in the barrel or complete, or swap your own barrel in there. They're all the same. Really like the look of the Kiger. It's just a good classic simple look. So even if you don't want the 100, you want to make your own, great idea there for that. So I'll say just a couple of things about this last one. I've upgraded a couple of things here, and that trigger is still not great. I'd like to work on that. And then the sights here are like blacked out, and they're a little difficult to pick up, but regardless, I still had no trouble shooting this thing really accurately. So these three barrels all tend to be the same, relatively standard for Glock. That should be fine. But if you've got a Beretta or a Taurus or whatever you're shooting, go ahead and check your ammo in your gun. So hope that helps you out, guys. Holler at me if I can do anything for you. Eagle Run 23. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.